it's really challenging, like how to cook the vegetables and to make it like really flavorful, to make it appear to your customer. That's just really challenging. And for me, I love challenging. Like, I'm become a kid again. Like, when I see all those vegetables, I was like, oh, what is this? What is that? And then I asked my business partner, so he explained it to me, what they do here. Majority, they stir fry it. And then, of course, I can throw into the wok and then just like a few minutes and then I have something already. But it's still not refined enough. For me, I think, we are chef. We can do more than that. Just the stir fry, for me, it's not challenging enough. So we actually have to think about how we're gonna make it, that vegetable to make it really flavorful. None of the chef has been done it before. So that really excites me when I'm cooking the different kind of vegetables. Since I opened the restaurants, I have like a full page of vegetarian, plant-based. One of the reasons is my sister has the cancer, and then she's the cancer survivor. And then, so I would talk to her like every week. So, what you don't eat. So she would tell me what kind of thing that she doesn't want to eat. And then when I opened the restaurant, so I was thinking, you can make delicious food already, but of course you actually have to look after your customer as well. Because of one thing, it's a must anyway, like you have to make great food for the customer to come and eat your food. But the other hand, you actually have to look after your customer as well. You can't just like throw things in your dishes, and then it's not good for your customer. So I create a full page of vegetarian menu for our customers. Since then, we get a lot of people require for the plant-based protein and so on. So every restaurant that I have like a full page of vegetarian. My curry paste. Of course, we're using the shrimp paste, add into our curry paste to make like umami flavor, and people love to eat that, but they didn't realize there's something from the animal in it, in the curry paste. So what I do, I substitute it with the salted yellow beans, because of it keep the salty flavor. Shrimp paste keep the salty flavor as well, and also giving the umami flavor as well. So you still can taste the plant-based curry paste, and to compare it with the curry paste which has had the shrimp paste in it, you cannot tell. So sometimes I think you actually have to think about it, what you can substitute with. And then that bean paste, that you can find it just about anywhere else in the world. But probably have to try just a little bit, like taste a little bit, and then after you made it and then tasting it, what is missing. So to adjust it and to make it almost the same flavor. A lot of dishes in Thailand, we actually mixing between tofu and prawns, or even pork, minced pork. But of course, you can see the more tofu than pork, because of when you stir fry, you don't need like a big pieces of pork or anything like that. You just like mince a little bit, just like to see on the dish that you have a little bit of protein from animal. And then of course, with a big chunk of tofu or bean curd, any kind, different type of tofu. Silken tofu or firm or hard. Every morning I go to the market with my mom when I was young. So we picking the tofu has been rest on the wooden pieces to absorb the flavor. But so you get kind of like a smoky flavor. So it's more like a meaty, firm tofu. And then she will cut it up into pieces and stir fry with the bean sprout, garlic chive, and minced pork. And sometimes she does it with, if we have a little bit more money, we can go to eat with prawns, because the prawn quite expensive, or shrimps quite expensive as well. But majority we do it with the even fish. We use soft bean curd, silken tofu, and then we stir fry with the spring onion and Asian celery, and then garlic and a little bit of egg to make almost like scrambled egg texture like. And then with the fish, we fry the fish, and then with the silken tofu, it's kind of like really homey feeling that what we eat at home. So it's a lot of cross between bean curd, tofu, and seafood. You will see that a lot in Asia, and then even in Thailand as well. Crab meat, that's what we do, and then with the curry powder, and then we can add silken tofu, stir fry, and then eggs as well, like to combine it with the tofu. So a lot of meat product and meat, seafood, and go with the stir fry tofu. Peanut in Thailand actually quite a big role because of we eating almost every day. It seems to be like it's really a part of our life as well. Of course, we're so proud about our satay sauce, which is peanut sauce. That's one of my favorite because of I love to go to the market eating chicken satay with a peanut sauce. And the peanut is the most flavorful things. I have to go with that dish. The vegetable go with the peanut sauce as well. Like you can do the cucumber, like a kudite, any kind of like hard vegetable, even the cabbage. Our family had the green grocery, and then I have to drive the tuk-tuk truck every morning, like 365 days a year, go to Rama 4 market. But of course, Monday to Friday, I have to go to school. I think I was in between 13 years old, and then had to take care of my mom. She cannot drive. So every day, I have to go to the market between 2:30 until 5:30. I slept in the car, but from the weekend onward, I go shopping with my mom because I don't have to go to school on the weekend. So the market is making me like my life coming back every day. It's like that. So I'm really excited. I have a really good energy every time I go to the market because of what you can see all the ingredients produced. So many things, the seafood, fish, and vegetables. It's brighten up my day. And then, I have the restaurants in Taipei, Singapore. I go to the fish market. I go to the market every day to select the ingredient or to see what we have in season, and also to pick and choose what the best ingredient that I can use in my restaurants.